things started. The Spartans will kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to...
He's loose down the left side. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the San Jose State Spartans offense will take the field for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. Running back on a linebacker, I win, but this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Now they'll run the draw. Nice move there. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Coates. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. So the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls on the floor.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. That's caught. It's Floyd. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Floyd.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Really nice run there. No, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
The lone back's got it. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. Here's this offense. Set of downs. Using his legs, it's Floyd. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it in. Now he's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to throw. And they get the sack just like that.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Spartans will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's Wall. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Spears. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. Got room at the 35. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Spartans want to move quickly.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's got an open man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Spartan. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw, it's Spears. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
That last completion has them set up, 2nd and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. At the 40, there he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football from the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Got a man, it's Cross. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Tide. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some...
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in San Jose than you have? A captivating game so far. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at SEFCU Stadium.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score.
Running toward the tape. He's inside the 40. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Spartans are in the hurry-up. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run. And you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Guys, this offense is over. Down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
Field goal is good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have
pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Back to pass, it's Spears. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys,
and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Coming after him. Finds his man. It's Coates. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working on the right. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, San Jose State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Sometimes we... halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes that Alabama offense. Here's the handoff. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Looking for a man. It's Spears. He's not afraid to go deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown has ensued.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
42, San Jose State, 17.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Brings up third down.
On the double.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're bringing heat.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
He gets it away from his own end zone. There he goes. Open it up. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the run, it's Cross. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, man.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Give to the running back. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop. And you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sport